Hey everybody, Montreal Canadiens are in Vancouver to take on the Canucks. After that it's not even disappointing, horrendously refereed game in Edmonton that they should have won, but they didn't. So a rare early game in Vancouver. Montreal leading tied for points to lead the conference, leading the division, and they're tied for third, I think, actually, for the league in points, and that's where we're at. And we got Vancouver, so the hangout starts now. Alrighty, so I've got some news on the game. I've got the usual stats and stuff, and I've got COVID or the flu or a cold or something that I just realized it about a couple hours ago, and I'm sick with something. So bear with me tonight, and I'll do my best. All right, so I wonder if I should put that up. If you got kids in the room, do that. I won't say the bad word. F. Ryan Whitney of Spittin' Chicklets for saying that we're crybabies. We've been getting calls. The Habs have gotten more calls than any other team in their history, and they shouldn't cry because Edmonton got a couple of favorable calls. So he's wrong, and F him. All right, next up, Patrick Laine. If you haven't heard yet, Patrick Laine is out for 3 to 4 months with not what you think. So forward Patrick Laine underwent surgery to repair a core muscle injury. The procedure was performed in New York by Dr. Mark Zoland. That's not that important, but Laine's recovery period is estimated to be 3 to 4 months. Not as bad. That's not nearly as bad as, we might have thought last year or whatever. The Canadiens are playing, I think, better without Laine right now. So they're playing better with him, and nothing you can do. He had surgery, so he's out. That would bring him back maybe in sometime in January or February. My opinion, because we've had this talking point here, a few people, regulars. I don't think he's coming back next year. I don't know. I don't see how they deal with that to sign him next year, and we'll see what happens. Let's see. Canucks are last in the NHL in the face-off circle. Suzuki has an 8-game point streak, and he's tied for the longest active streak in the league right now. I mean, we're so early in the season, the way they put the longest active, because I just rewrote what I read. It's weird for me. I don't know why. The Canucks acquired forward Lucas Reichel from Chicago for a 2027 fourth-round pick. So they've got he's on the fourth line center, I think, tonight. I did that. Is Patrick Laine being out long term? Because I would think the last game they knew he probably was out for a long time. Is that the reason that Ivan Demidov was moved to the first power play unit? And I want them to keep him there, but I wonder if that's the reason, because with Laine out for a long period of time, they're looking at, our second unit, it can't be anywhere near even with the first unit. Let's load up that first unit now and see what, get that power play going. So anyway, I'm curious on that. All right, I did that, and I'm going to do this because I've lately been forgetting to do this like straight off the bat. But we have the Guess the Score contest, and if you guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game, and you can pick that guy pick one guy from either team. If that guy, one of those guys, scores first in the game, then you would win. And then if you did that, you would win $15 off of your purchase at the merch store. So go to the merch store and you get a credit there for $15. So do that in the comments, or in the chat, I should say. My guess is 4-2 Montreal. 4-2 Montreal, Nick Suzuki or Elias Pettersson, the center, Elias Pettersson, not the defenseman, Elias Pettersson. So we'll see if I'm right tonight. And as always, the little thing in the corner there, resist fascism. Yes. I know I never said that here before, but I'm saying it now. Speaking of fascism, the refs tonight are, I don't know if they're any better. Graham Skilleter, I don't even have words, as bad. And Brandon Schrader, he's a ref, so it's bad. And we'll probably hate them at the end of the game. Standings, I just took the top 5. As you see, Montreal is actually tied for second in points. And, it's early in the season. I don't think you want to go, well, he's got one extra win or one more regulation win. It's early. It's tied for points. They're tied for second in the league with Carolina, Pittsburgh, and Washington. New Jersey right now has the lead by only 2 points. So just awesome. That's all I can say. Habs in the last 10 games of both teams, they've played 9, 6-3-0. They lost to Toronto, Rangers, and Edmonton. That's their only losses. Canucks 4-4-0. They've lost to Edmonton, St. Louis, Pittsburgh, and Nashville. I forgot all this one. We're players to watch over the last 5 games for points. Nick Suzuki has 6 in his last 5, and Connor Garland also has 6 in his last 5. Cole Caulfield has 4 goals in his last 5. Max Sasson for the Canucks has 3. I wonder if his nickname was Assassin. That's just a dumb thing. Why do you even bother saying that? I don't know. It's because I'm sick. That's what it is. I'm delirious. Assists, Nick Suzuki with 5 and Connor Garland with 4 in the last 5 games. Team stats, power play, 18.5% for Montreal, 14.3% for Vancouver. Penalty kill, 75.9% for Montreal, 77.4%. So special teams, Montreal's a little better power play, and they've got a slightly better penalty killer. It is what it is. Maybe tonight special teams can make a big difference, and Montreal finds their power play. We'll see. Demidov only had 1 power play last. They only had 1, so he only was on the first unit for 1. Face-off percentage, 48.9 for Montreal, 42.6 for Vancouver. As I said earlier, worst in the league. Goals for per game, 3.56. Montreal, 2.63. Vancouver. And goals against per game, both teams giving up 3 goals even on average. Let's see what else I got. Goalies tonight, Jacob Dobish, 4-0-0, 147 goals against, 950 save percentage, no shutouts. And we will see Thatcher Demko, 3-2-0, 224 goals against, and a 927 save percentage, no shutouts. Lines for the Canucks. The forward, Pettersson, obviously. Pettersson and Kane, with Kane and Garland, Sasson with DeBrusk and Besser. Ratty with O'Connor and Sherwood. Reichel with Baines and Carlson. Hughes and Hronik. Marcus Pettersson and Tyler Myers. And they're putting in the other one, Elias Nils Pettersson. With Victor Mancini. If there's a Pettersson that is out there in the league, they will be looking to acquire you. Thatcher Demko, Kevin Lankinen are the goalies. And for Montreal, not much change. Dobish and net, I believe that's the change. Suzuki, Caulfield, Slav, Kapanen, Newhook, Demidov, Evans, Anderson, Gallagher, Veleno, Doc, Bolduc, Matheson, Dobson, Struble, Hudson, Jacki, Carrier, Dobish, and Monty. And there you go. So, yeah, Dobish is the only change in the lineup today. Oh, I should tell you, promotion down at the store, Halloween promotion, almost done. Just another, 6 days left. Get 50% off our shirt of shame with every purchase of $100 or more. Use the code THBOZO50, THBOZO50 at that link below, and that link is also on the bottom of the screen all game. Let's see what you guys are saying. Okay. Guru. Habs 4-2. Demidov. Confident is Demidov. You're still not giving me the double, I guess. That's okay. You can give one or two. It's up to you. BL is in early. Rico 4-3 Habs. Dan Daou for the Habs and Jocelyn Gouvernement for the Canucks. Be a miracle. Paul, 5-2 Habs, Suzuki Garland. Jack, hey Jack, good to see you out there, man. Been a while. 5-3 Habs, Newhook and Hughes. I was gonna say, Kent Hughes isn't good. Oh yeah. Quinn Hughes, obviously. Bye-bye, October 25th, 1969. Tonio gets first Windy City win. Tony Esposito, first win as a member of the Blackhawks against his former team, the Habs. And my former favorite player at the time was Tony Esposito. Before Guy Lafleur came to this fine city of ours. Line gone 3-4 months. That gives Hughes 3 to 4 months to find someone dumb enough to take him. Yeah, and he's probably not. But if anybody can, probably Kent Hughes. But the point is that, even if not, he walks. He walks. And you lost Barron to get 2 years of Line. Yeah, it's not a big deal if you ask me. I wouldn't complain. You didn't even think he had a core muscle? Apparently that's why his skating was so bad. BL says COVID. Do you take? I don't have any more tests that are good, and I don't. I don't think it's COVID though, but I'm sick with something. It's either a flu somehow, or I got a cold. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I'm coming down with something. We'll see. If I still feel like this tomorrow, I'm sick with something. I really don't think it's COVID. I had COVID a few months ago. It's unlikely that I'm going to get COVID that quickly again. It could happen, but it's unlikely. So I'm going to say it doesn't feel like COVID, where the last time it did. David, 5-2 Habs, Hudson. You can pick one from both teams. So if you want to add a Canuck, you can do that. I took her away. Joe says 5-3 for the Habs, Caulfield, and Hughes. BL says it's a no Matt Saturday night. So don't be asking where he is at, people. It's in his contract. He don't do Saturdays. He don't do Saturdays, and he don't do me. Yeah, Saturday, no Matt here. Well, I've said that, and then, just to screw us up, he'll show up in the second period or some shit like that. Let's see. BL says Leafs Sabres 2-2 in the third. Okay, so the Sabres beat the Leafs last night in Buffalo. Now they're in Toronto, I believe. And I say this. If Sabres beat the Leafs, it tells you the Leafs got nothing in the chest cavity. Because, you lose the night before to a team you shouldn't really lose to in their barn. When they're in your barn the next night, you should be winning that game if you're anywhere decent a team. So I don't know why I didn't click on that for earlier. Phil says, greeting all. Wonder Phil is here. How's it going, Phil? Wonder what we can do with 8.7 in cap. Refield can't do 8.7. We can do 3.8, is it? 3.8? Because he is only out 3 to 4 months. Means he will be back before the end of the season, and you can't get the full amount on the contract. You can get just 3.8. It's 3.8 or 3.9. I'm not sure which one. That's it. Yeah, and the other guy that's there now lied about it. It's like people can't go and see the video, and he's well known to not like that. So, yeah, this shit gets weirder and weirder down in Crackhead City, down to the south of us. Phil says, well, expect against those Japs and their cheap electronics and cars. What? Yeah, they're going to sign a deal. We're going to get the oh, we're underway, by the way. We're going to get the Japanese EVs. That's what I heard. Could have had peak Sony decades earlier. Could have had peak Sony decades earlier. What does that mean? And he says again, I'd estimate peak Sony versus Trinitron TV and PS2. What? Again, I don't get what you're talking. Why are you talking about that? And there's a shit ton of comments still, and we're underway, and I won't get to see it. And I'm watching it on CBC, so I may be ahead of you guys. Okay, try going further. Doug says 5-3, Habs, Cole, and Sherwood. You know what's funny about that, Doug? I swear, I was trying to decide between Pedersen and Sherwood this morning when I made this. Sherwood was the guy so if it's Sherwood, good on you and stupid on me for not taking him. Brad says maybe Monty should go on the Jenny Craig diet. Why? Because you think he's fat? You think Monty's fat? That's what the problem is. How many of those goals against Edmonton do you think were his fault? If you say more than 2, and even that I think is a stretch, then you just don't like Monty, never will like Monty. Monty must have had sex with your mother when you were a kid, and I don't know, but he must have hurt you some way. And I'm sorry, but you know what? For something like that, I don't want to see all these insults to the player like that. Why? Where do you get the right to say that? Yeah, it's your opinion. You can say that, but why? Why do you need to do that? You want to say he sucked and you thought he was bad and all that? You got to insult him and say he's fat when he's not. And that's on you. If that's what your argument is, that's not a strong argument and not an intelligent argument, just so you know. And it's already 2.5 minutes gone, and I haven't even seen like more than 3 seconds of this game already. Yeah. It's a lot easier when it's right here on my other screen, not on my TV over there. I noticed the colors of the Canucks, the old they're just not wearing the flying V, but the old colors. Phil says, Phil, I don't even have to wonder. Is it going to be a Habs win and Gallagher scores all the goals? I know. Serious corruption in the NBA. Yep. And you would think that on that day when that was announced, the refs in the league wouldn't throw a game to one team. But, they can't help themselves. The kids got to go through college, man. They got to buy a new car for the wife. Little boy Blue. He needed the money. So did the ref and the umpires or whatever they call them in basketball. First shot of the game just came in. Dobish made the save. I know everyone who doesn't like Monty is thinking, yeah, Monty wouldn't have stopped that. Yeah, he would have because guy put it in his pad. BL says Slaff Garland. I was waiting for you to go. I'm not gonna try to figure out your system, dude. Slaff's been playing better. Got 4 goals this season. 3 or 4? 3. Way faster than he got 1 goal last season. So, Phil, are you going to try to tell me that Reagan loved tariffs just like Trump does? Now you're going to try to tell me that? If you are, go back and research. If not, I apologize. Excuse me? Who said anything like that? I'm not even going to repeat that. But who said that? I never said that. You got it on RDS over there. It's not on RDS here. It's on TVR and Sportsnet and whatever, and CBC. If it was on RDS, I'd probably put it on my other screen because I have RDS, and then that way I could hear it. This way, I can't really put the sound up because I can't use headphones with this TV. So we're almost 4 minutes in. They each have a shot. That's the result of everything so far. Let's see. Where was I? Canucks just got a new player in trade. Rachel. I mentioned him. The best player on the ice has been Bobby Russo, who is probably dead right now. So that's saying something. I'm not sure if Russo's dead. If not, he's very old. In his 70s anyway, I think Russo would be. Another shot, another save, Dobish. Chinese EVs pull to the right. I heard they're good, so I don't know. That is kind of funny. I said that about somebody hating Monty. I didn't say that they want to sleep with their mother. Did you hear me? I didn't say that. And if I did, I'm sure I apologize for actually saying it. So Russo is 85. So he's older than I thought, and he's not dead. Which I hope nobody tells him because I did that the Ghost of Habs Past. I think I had him as one of the Ghosts of Habs Past in that poem. Vancouver scored, got the first goal. And well, I got it. It's Pedersen. I got that. Anybody else have Pedersen besides me? Yep. So whose assignment was that got blown? Yeah, when Monty lets up a goal like that, everybody's where's the Dobish he sucks. Where's all that? No, I don't sleep with my mother. I think I was accusing somebody else of. I don't know who I was doing that. Anyway, I'm trying to see what I was talking about. I've gone back over this to see if I can figure it out. I can't figure out from the past comments that people to trigger what I said, but it's happened in history, And there's lots of stuff you want to go to Pornhub. There's a whole category for that, and I wouldn't know from personal experience. So Vancouver kind of pouring it on. 4 shots now. 4 shots to 1, 5, and it's 1-0 for them. Oh, well, that's not. I didn't say somebody. Monty could sleep with someone else's mother. There's nothing wrong with that. The hell's your problem? I mean, it's probably not really morally right completely, but there's nothing wrong with it. You said I said to someone they should sleep with their mother. That's what I thought you said to me. Yeah, that's why he hates Monty, I said. You must hate him because maybe he slept with your mother or something. That's what I said. There you go. Now we got it. I'm not nuts. Well, maybe I am. COVID doesn't have me confused. I don't have COVID. I'm sick with something, but I don't think it's COVID. Wait, we're almost 6 minutes into this first period. And we have a whistle for something. I don't know what. I don't mind anything Phil in that comment except that last word. I don't know why you even have to bring that person up. Come on, boys. I don't like the camera angle. It's a little high and farther than normal, and the ice is really glaringly white. It's. I don't like whoever's in charge, the director or whatever. It's not doing a good job. You didn't make the rules. You just noticed them. Everyone is gay as well. No, just the frogs, the gay frogs. I don't mean people. Don't. It's not. I'm not talking about Quebec people. I'm talking about frogs. They're all symptoms, really, eh? Do I have flushed skin? I don't think so. I do feel a little warm though. I have to say, that's why I think possibly I've got the flu. I'm going for my flu shot. Um, first week in November, supposed to go for my COVID and flu shot. So I don't really want to get the. Well, if I get the flu, I'm probably safe. I don't need the shot, and then I'm safe from that strain anyway. And COVID, it was like 4 months ago, so I'm getting that. Oh, Phil, is that what you? Oh, I hope I don't get that. If I got that, I probably got it last week when I went to see my sister at the rehab place. And then it's a week later. That kind of makes sense in the timeline. So that's probably what I've got. But again, I don't think it's COVID. I feel like I got a fever. I feel like mildly. That's what I feel like. So we'll see. So far, I'm okay. Oh, good stick intercepting that or breaking up that pass by Kapanen right there. Wait, you're going to see it in shortly, I guess. Yeah, I get my flu shot every year. I haven't had the flu in a long time, so I hope I'm not getting it now, but I get my flu shot every year. Almost 8 minutes now into the first. Vancouver entering our zone. What a weak little shot on Dobish, and he makes the save. Who's 85 years old? What? You haven't been sick since 95? No innovations, only penicillin for strep throat. That's not knock wood, dude. No inoculations, he said. Knock wood. I don't get sick often or anything, but I take precautions. The pressure here by Vancouver. But can't hold the zone. Inoculations. Oh, I have a set of those up there. I love it. Sometimes I see birds and I want to look at them across. No? I don't know why I thought it was the same thing. Something wrong with me. This is what I need to help. Oh, why do I have that? I was directing the Flyers podcast just before this. So that's why I have that. I should have this there. I'm going to go with that. But David, those immunities, they only last so long. It's not forever. Like, you get COVID or whatever, you're good for a few months, maybe 6 months. But they say even with COVID, you could catch it if it's a different strain. You could catch it, even if you just had COVID. It all depends on the strain. It's not, and it's just that your immunity system, you have a good immunity system. To me, that's what it says to me. Not that anything else did it. It's just your natural immunity system is strong. So you don't get sick very often. Because when we grew up, I mean, we ate dirt, we played in the street, we didn't wash our hands. Well, those kind of things, we did that. We didn't have people spray the room with I can't even think of the word, so we don't get sick. Like, we didn't have that. Now that's what kids have. So they get in touch with something, contacts them, they get sick right away. They get sometimes really sick. And every summer, when the kids were growing up, we'd never get sick. Soon as school would start, within a week, maybe 2 at the most, one of the kids would have a cold. And then that's it. On and off all school year. Boomer Esiason had what, COVID twice, 5 weeks apart? Because he got a different strain. You can't get the same strain. I don't think for like 4 to 6 months, I don't think you can get the same strain. But if you contact a different strain, yeah, you can get sick from each and every strain you get in touch with. Hi, is that a COVID strain? Hi, how you doing? Like that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm delirious. I must have fever. 9 minutes left here in the first. Vancouver 7 shots to Montreal's 2, and they're up 1-0. And they're currently on a power play that I didn't realize they were on. 45 seconds left on that. That was close. Number 74, side of the net. He fanned on a puck that, if he'd have caught that, it was a goal. Habs cleared out with 20 seconds left in the power play. The virus is permanent? What do you mean? When you get it, it's not permanent. Is it going to go away and we'll never have it around anymore? No, it's permanent that way, yeah. I've had COVID twice, so it wasn't permanent. Even though I don't think that's what you mean. It stays in you forever? I don't buy into all the conspiracy theories about it. I just know that the book is not fully written on it because it hasn't been around long enough. But I don't know that you can say that for sure. Only been around for 5 years. How do you know it stays in you forever? You've been around forever? Anybody? No. Got to stop reading right-wing propaganda bullshit. Even though I know your wife is a nurse, I get it, but I don't believe what you're saying. So, well, if it identified and destroyed it, I had it twice. I think the reason why I coasted through both times is because I got the vaccine, dude. Because I am a totally sane person who believes in science and vaccines. But that's just me. You got it from a cartoon from the 70s called Il était une fois la vie. Wash your hands for whatever, one time. Wash your hands one time in your life, you're good. You removed all the viruses. That's not what he's saying. Spanish flu came from northern China and petered out by changing after 11 months. Yeah, COVID's been around how long? COVID's been around how long? More than 11 months. And it ain't going anywhere. Not yet, anyway. Like, maybe if everyone did get vaccinated, like there's a moment, maybe we can wipe it out. But you can't eradicate if everybody doesn't do it. So you can't eradicate things. Look, people stopped giving their kids measles vaccine. Measles are back. So we're back. Hey, it's the measles. We're the best measles in town. We're gonna get you so sick. Okay, listen, I'm delirious. There's a hockey game going on. I see that. 7:15 left in the first. Shots are 9-3 now for Vancouver. It's still 1-0 only. I would have thought Montreal comes out of the gates like gangbusters, trying to prove that it just to make up for the last game, just to get that angry too. I would think. Talking Habs, we talk about all kinds of things, Joe. It's been here for a long time. You think you're safe, but it's an ancient death, and it could get you. Never mind. Am I allowed to say death on the air? Because I know words seem to bother a lot of people. Certain words, scary words. Not only are we talking Habs, we're learning something there from Phil. Pay attention, people. It's going to be a quiz about it right after the game. Yeah, bored to be happy. Me too. I've got diabetes, so yeah, I get the flu shot, and not just because of that, for other reasons. I get it, and at the same time now, you get the flu and the COVID shot. That's what I do. Everyone else, they do what they do. You actually spoke to the NHL about the gambling. I don't have the confidence that anything we say to them means more than the dollars that they're taking in. But believe me, if I ever get an opportunity to talk to a ref or an NHL official, I would say something about gambling and ruining the game. Whoa. No, that's a high hit. How is that not called? There's no penalty on that hit by Garland? Oh, I guess we got. Well, I told you, Skeletor is horrible. Skeletor's a. I like to call him Skeletor. 5 minutes just under to go in the first. Leaf Sabres in OT. That's just almost as bad as them losing to the Sabres that they had to go to OT. The Leafs suck, man. I'll be back on camera in about 30 seconds. Anyways, I have this form here in which I can complain. I don't know if anybody sees it or not, but it's good enough for me. I don't believe listen. I do. I applaud you for doing it, but for me, I don't believe it would do anything. So I can't see myself doing that. But I definitely applaud you for doing it. And you're kind of right. If we would all do that, they might have to listen, but the money's too good. They're not gonna. They don't. What do they care? Carrier is third in the league with block shots. Nice. Tavares scored and they beat. Still, I would respect them a little bit if they did that in regulation, but since it was in overtime, I don't respect them. Why would I? Primo with the win. Couldn't win here, but he could surely win in Toronto. Isn't that funny though? That Primo goes there and he's doing well for them. But I hear Wall's coming back soon, so I wonder what they'll do with Primo. Carry three goalies. So yeah, I wonder what'll happen with that. think this period just about over. A few minutes left in the period. Am I right? 4 something? 4:40. Habs got another shot, so there's something. They should have had a power play. That hit on Carrier, that looked like it was high. That should have been a penalty, in my opinion, from what I saw. Well, Montreal holding the stick, got away with that, so that's cool. Four minutes to go. I know we carried. You don't think I remember? We carried 3 goalies. Come on. Yeah, good for Primo. I got nothing against Primo. Just I think it's funny that you know he gets picked up by them and he's doing okay there. Ooh. Slap, you were doing well, and then you just gave it away. The fuck, man. So, did anybody have Pedersen for the first goal besides me? I don't remember seeing a Pedersen, but I obviously could easily miss that. Come on. Moving the puck around. Nope. Hits a player, comes out. And we'll have what? What's the caller? Whistle down for what? Offside? How could that be offside? Yeah, having it worth 3 points, like that's stupid. That's stupid. And quite frankly, just because you get to overtime, you shouldn't necessarily get a point. You should get a point for winning the game. That's it. 2 points, I mean, but that's it, in my opinion. David, I know he would have been, but I'm asking if anybody else actually picked him, just so I can keep track to see if somebody won tonight. I had it 4-2 Montreal, and I had Suzuki or Pedersen, so I got Pedersen. Let's see if I get the score. And then I'll get 15% off of the store. I like that. Go back to draws ties, 1 point each. I don't mind that either, to be honest. I grew up, they had tie games. I have no problem with that. Like, eliminate the shootout. If you can't win it in OT, it's a tie game. And that's the only time you get a point. Each team gets a point, and that's it. But also, that's not sexy enough for the league. Why am I not on camera? I said I was coming back. Just realized that's not sexy enough for the league though, because they want to see 100-point teams and more, and you're not going to get a lot of that without that extra point. So that's why, and then harder for the to have it so close all the way down till the end. They want that kind of a thing where it's the excitement of you don't know if your team made it till maybe the last game and stuff like that. You won't get that as much with not having that third point, the loser point. So I don't think they're going to do that personally. You think they made it that way in the new female pro league, but they wanted to be different, so they were trying to do things that were different. Less than a minute to go in the first. We're still at 1-0. Well, I hope Montreal comes back with a better second because it's not a great first period. The worst face-off team in the league is beating you on face-offs in the first. That's not good. Don't let him in. We'll get a shot away quick. No, that was not going to do it. So we're 1-0 for Vancouver after one period of play. So we've got the intermission now. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we can do that. I see that I'm mistaken on something. I'm mistaken. You're mistaken, I think, says Huzu. If games are worth 3 instead of 2, 2 instead of what? Minus 2.3, like they are now, the number of points will soar up. No, but I'm not saying that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the league won't do what we're talking about because they want the 3-point games, because they want the numbers up, the points and all that, and the races. They want that. I'm saying that. So how am I mistaken if you're saying the same thing? Scotty, being a control freak, started playing for a tie at the 10-minute mark of the third. Oh, Scotty Bowman. Yeah, I don't think I don't see why teams would have played for a tie. Like I don't see why the Canadiens would have. They were always playing to win. But if you're on the losing side and you're trying to tie and you can get the tie, then yeah, that's different. But I can't see Scotty Bowman ever playing to tie a game unless they were down and it was really late. Buffalo seemed to be trying harder. They beat Detroit the other night and got a tie tonight. Yeah, I mean, there were 4, and they won last night against Toronto. So they were 4-4-0, I think, after last night's game. So now they're 4-1. Hey, Slappy Pickle, how's it going? I'm a little under the weather tonight, so I've been really energetic, but the energy is starting to wane already. And we got 2 periods of play to go. Yeah, trail leaving wouldn't have been my choice if to get a team, I guess, back on track, or at least to be playing to its full potential. Playing 500 hockey should not be worth 123 points. It should not be worth 123 points. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. No worries, Slabby. Thanks for being here. Hey, Robert. Hopefully we get some more shots to the net. Yep. Still, it's only 1 period of play, so there's a lot of hockey to go. They're looking slow. You mean tonight? I have to agree. I don't like the way. Like, I wasn't expecting them to come out like this. I thought they would really come out the way they came out against Edmonton and just be taking it to them from the drop of the puck. But it doesn't look like that's what they're doing. Why that is, I couldn't tell you. They're looking slow, and I am feeling slow tonight. Trying to get an appetite. I ate today, but nothing much, Just a small lunch, and then I'm planning a nice, good, and I don't have an appetite right now. I sort of do. I have these muffins that I made, and they're here, and I had a couple of them before, and I would usually eat everything I made. I don't because they're small. I had a couple, and it was like, okay, that's it. So I know I'm not feeling 100%. So will I have supper after? I'm sure I'll cook. I don't know how much of it I'll eat, or I might not cook. No, I was Slappy. That shouldn't be a reason why they're looking slow. They weren't looking slow in Edmonton the other night, and that was on the second night of back to back. So I wouldn't say it's that. Joseph, you same here for what? Are you not feeling well or something else? I said. Phil says he needs more lasagna. Phil made a lasagna today. He sent me a pic. Yeah, I just don't think that you know. Yeah, a 500 record should not yield you 123 points. 123 points is a hell of a season. A 500 record shouldn't get you that. Awesome, David. You got to get that shit done before the winter hits, or else you're cleaning up in the spring. That's what I used to do mostly. Uh, but now I don't have to worry about that. I've been in an apartment for like a long time now, so I don't have to worry about the winter. Just the balcony, maybe, and even that we don't really use it, so just don't touch it. I'm getting warm all of a sudden in here. Wonder why. All right. So, whatever you guys want to talk about, anybody that's here that you didn't get any questions or say anything, say something. Keep me occupied so I don't get sicker. I get lazy with lawn work. I used to do lawns for a living. I had my own little company, um, but before I started doing that, yeah, I used to be lazy with lawn work. And then I started doing that for a living, and it was like one of my favorite things I've done. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah. Almost Halloween too. I just noticed. I'm looking up. I see No one said anything about my ghost. This year we don't have a game on Halloween, so don't have to dress up. Okay, that's probably right. But how about the other game where Monty's getting shit for the goals and like their last second tip ins and stuff? How is And I've been reading all over the place how bad Monty was in the last game. I don't get it. Anyway, 950 goals against average? Nobody has a 950 goals against average. Save percentage, maybe. Which is what I think you're putting there, but you put GAV instead of SAV. But if you'll remember also, last year, Jacob Dobish, his first 5 games, I think he had a 940 or 950 save percentage, 5 wins. He was fantastic. Then what happened? He started becoming human again. So let's see how that works out this year. Before we anoint him the net as the starter anyway. I was talking about the goals against. He gave up the goals, but I saw it all over the place. How people were, Monty was shit. Monty had one of the worst games of his career. I don't think that's true. But they look at the score and then make their judgment. They don't watch the game. What 4-0? Dobish is 4-0 right now. Yeah. I'm just saying, we were saying the same stuff about Dobish last year when he started the 5 games, and he was great. And we were saying the same thing. Make him the starter, blah, 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 blah. And then he became human and, still had good numbers, but wasn't like in the first 5 games. So everyone's talking Dobish. But what if that happens again? What are you going to say after that? You were wrong. Why not just wait a little bit? That's what I'm saying. It was ridiculous. What the refs handed the game to the Oilers, and Monty wasn't that bad. I would say there was one for sure I think he should have had, and there was another one I think you could say maybe. The others, I don't know how you could stop that, so I'm not, and that's why I got mad at TC and whoever else. You guys were all coming in, and I don't want to sit there reading all this negativity when I don't think you're right. And so I warned you. And TC had to come in on purpose after I did that and go, well, if you didn't think I was serious, if I say I'm going to do something and then I don't, the next time I say I'm going to do that, you're not going to believe me. But if I say I'm going to do something and then I do it, hopefully next time I say that, people will go, oh, he'll do it. I can't see the symbol there, Robert. It says hi to your, and I can't see to ghost. Is that what it says? I'm not wearing that. I'm wearing my my Flyer Gonna Flyer podcast shirt because I was directing the pod like an hour before the game. But Phil, see, I don't believe that. I don't think anything's going to change because of that game last night. Why would they? The league's not going to look at them closer. The league doesn't care. They said it's the best group of officials anywhere in the world, basically. So it's not going to change anything. And that's part of what's so frustrating. I'm not sure how long this has been going on for the intermission, but it seems like it's getting close to the start of the second. Feels like it, to me anyway. They're better than, what makes them better than the NBA? Crooked is crooked. That's all. crooked. It doesn't matter even if it's not so crooked, but they're still crooked. They're crooked just as much as any other whatever that's crooked. The NBA was investigated. You'd think that would, if what they found there, they go, oh, maybe we should be looking at the other leagues too, and maybe they are, and we don't know yet. But it seems to me we're gonna have a pretty long season with the refs this year. Or I think last year it half the year was kind of bad, and then they seemed to tighten it up after the Four Nations. Because I remember a couple of times saying that, oh, the refs aren't as bad as I thought. I haven't had a complaint against the refs for a while. Like I remember that last season. Michael Francis, basically a mafioso, had a corruption racket with the NBA. Yeah. Yep. No reason to think why they might not have a corruption racket with the refs and whatever players they could. But I don't know how much one player. How do I want to put that? I don't know if one player going I could throw a game, and I don't even know if that's what it was in the NBA. Wasn't it more like players who knew they weren't going to play a whole game, telling other people, "Hey, listen, I'm not going to play the full game. You might want to, there's a 50-point prop for me. I'm not getting 50 points," and then they go in bed and they make money, right? I think that's a lot of what was going on there. I don't know how that would work here for the NHL. To me, it's the refs that can try to push games in the direction they want with the penalties. Try, not always going to be successful, but when you have to pay out to a favorite, so if you bet on the favorite, your payout is lower, and you've had to put a lot of money out to get that lower payout. That's the payout they want. But Huzu, it sounds like he didn't do anything sort of bad. He was trying to get more exposure for the NHL, I guess, so they didn't think it was that bad. I guess. I don't know. But they did name a conference after him, or a division, yeah. No, the conference too, wasn't it the Campbell Conference? Did you say conference? Naming division. Yeah, no, it was. I don't know if it wasn't a division. It was the Campbell Conference. Yeah, he was the guy that caused the Richard riot. Guru, I remember that play. I commented on it, and Slav looks like he's going to have a better season this year. I think he'll improve on his points. It'll be a season, I think, where he'll be a lot more steady through the whole year, more consistent. And he's looking better, and he's looking more confident and all that. They're showing the highlights from the first, so yeah, the second period is coming up. So, and I'm still warm, so I better take this thing off. I imagine the heat in the building came up. They put it up a little bit. We got heat already. going down about 0, maybe -1 or something overnight. There was a mafia guy. I don't remember. I don't know his name. I don't remember his name. Got whacked, I think, in Laval or somewhere here in Montreal. Not long ago, like a month ago. Like in a coffee shop or a fast food joint, something like that. Patrick Alvin, David. Patrick Alvin, ex of the Buffalo Sabres, is the GM of the Canucks. And I think I'm right that he's the ex GM of the Sabres. Hey, Guru, you're at the game. I just realized. Are you at the game? Guru's at the game. There, it's usually it's become like what? This would have been the third season in a row. Him and Pete the Fifth would have met there, but Pete couldn't go this year. But Guru, I think, is at the game. They're showing a shot by Kane. Yeah, we're almost a minute in. I don't get why they signed Evander Kane. I mean, that to me didn't make a lot of sense. Demidov takes out the ref. Way to go, Demidov. Valeno through the neutral zone. Neutral. I can't speak tonight. I'm not in the mood for play-by-play. I don't feel up to it tonight. Not that I do a lot of it anyway. They need to shift gears for the second. Yeah, that's. I was expecting them to come out a little better, but to me, it looks like Vancouver's coming out with a little more. Although they got a chance there at the net, so maybe they'll pick it up here. And being only down by 1, I mean, it just takes one good shot, could do it, get them back in tied up. Yeah, Kane may have been, but I don't understand why Vancouver, like, I don't know if that's a good fit. When they signed him and it was announced in our chat there, the boys, we were talking about it, and it didn't make any sense. You wouldn't think with all the problems they had in the locker room last season, you wouldn't think Kane's the kind of guy that would be the guy to go after for this season. The Klingsons? I don't know what you wrote there, but I guess you meant Klingons. They definitely got to get some more pucks on that. Well, we'll see how it works out, David. I don't know that I agree, but we'll see how it works out. Suzuki shot goes off a stick and into the netting. Nick's got to get a few more goals. One goal's not enough in 10 games. What do you mean early shutdown mode? I don't get what you mean. There's no teams going to be moved that I know of. Puck went out again. Shot by Dobson from the point, and the puck went out. Veleno makes me think of Pacioretty, a young Pacioretty sitting there. I don't know why. I looked, I saw him, and I thought, oh, no, it's not Patch. Houston is a big market. Houston's probably going to be one of the expansion teams. How the Habs get Veleno? They signed him. Pretty sure. Just over 4 minutes gone now in the second. It is 12-8 for the shots. So Montreal got a couple of shots there. They need to get more pucks on net. Ooh, that's some good goaltending by Dobis right there. That was two good saves there by Dobis. One there. Oh, no, there was two quick ones. One here, and then there. I don't know where you guys are at, how far ahead I am. Yeah, I mean, Veleno might have been bought out. I don't know that part, but we signed him. Wasn't a trade. No trade for Veleno. Almost 5 minutes in. They're not getting much dangerous shots on net. Some good pressure here by Montreal, though. And they picked up 3 shots in this little sequence. They still have possession in the zone. Come on. Ah, come on. That's not a penalty. What's that going to be called? 2 minutes for looking good, Veleno. I guess. That was nice, David. Hooking. He also seemed to need money. They're not paying him enough. That was not hooking. I'd want. Did they show it? I didn't see the replay on it. Man, I don't like the call. Shorthanded. Andy. Wait, that's called off? That looked like that went in. Son of a bitch. It must have hit the post. That looked to me like it went in. Son of a bitch. Their power play is not great, Canucks. 14%, 14 point something. Houston is probably going to get a team when they expand. 2-0. Quinn Hughes, shot from the point. Atlanta's a loser hockey town, and they're going to go back there again. That's the crazy part of it. They say it's going to be better. We'll see, but I mean, I don't know. You lose. You do. You can't make it there twice. Why are you going back for a third time? That's a lot of money if it goes under again. Okay, wait. It was touched in front. Yep. DeBrusque tipped it, put it over his pad instead of it being low. Now, if that's Monty making the shot, everybody's blaming Monty for that goal. It's Dobish. I bet you nobody blames Dobish for that. And as you shouldn't, but I still think what I say is true. Where's Brad? Brad was all over Monty the other game. Toronto's not getting moved, Phil. Buffalo probably should. You're going to get burned if you leave that guy standing in front of the net. Thank you, BL. I'm glad somebody said it. Buffalo may pull the pin, but must pay local teams? What do you mean? Oy. I'm not sure how long is left in the second, but we're going to be getting close to the middle of the game. Suzuki was tripped in the Canucks defensive zone. I did not see it. Vander Kane what? Or did you write, ew, Vander Kane? As long as he's not here, I don't care where he plays. I thought it was a curious signing for them. Signing or trade? I don't remember. Did they trade for him? Yeah, I think they traded for him. Come on. Demidov and Newhook almost hooked up like the first time they that pass down to the side of the net almost happened. Oh, nobody was really there. Pressure here by the Canucks. That shot went off his stick and out. Where must have been off Dobish's stick. No? Oh, weird. Yeah. Oh, I see whose stick. Doc's stick. I see now what happened. Who's who? I see that. Just they got to do more. I mean, it's got to be a little bit better. Still a little sluggish, but getting better. Shots are now 18-12, and we are 20 seconds from the halfway point of the game. 22 to be exact. Habs win the draw. Come on, let's get it out of there and up. Come on. That's offside. And he backed in at the line. He backed in. You can't do that. You can't back in ahead of the puck, even if it's on your stick. Puck has to lead. I've heard that somewhere. Am I wrong? Kane tripping Bolduc, not even subtle about it. I didn't see it, so it must be somewhat subtle. Somewhat. Oh, that's dumb. Oy. Sorry, a little dizzy all of a sudden. Yeah, I definitely got something. By the way, next game is a late one, so I don't know how many people are going to be here, but I will be here. unless I've died from COVID or something like that. Other than that, I'll be here 10:30 on Tuesday. They're in Seattle. And I think the Flyers just beat Seattle the other day, so Seattle should be beatable. But Montreal doesn't play well against them. Have a good lunch there, or just saying lunchtime game. I thought you said I saw lunchtime, and I just thought, oh, I'm starting to get a little bit hungry, so maybe that's a good sign. Maybe not. I don't know. Who's going to get the first goal? First goal already happened. Two goals already happened. If you mean of the game, if you mean just who's going to get the Habs first goal, are they going to get one? What if they don't get one? Yeah, I didn't see that though. Who's 1:30 p.m. start? What do you mean? Well, 1:30 p.m. though, that's a little bit after lunch, just a little bit. No, this is a hard game to watch. Is it? Why? Because we're losing 2-0. For me, it's a hard game to watch because I've got to talk with you guys, so I can't just sit here and watch. But listen, you know what? We're just a little bit less than half a game to go. I don't count Montreal out yet in any games because they've come back a few times already. So have some patience. Maybe they'll come back, even though it doesn't look like it. Can't generate much yet. No, I agree with you. I agree because they're not. The chances aren't dangerous. They're not getting all those dangerous, the high danger stuff. They're not getting that tonight. As I said just not long ago. Well, yeah, if the Habs score, it would break the shutout. Well, of course. Joe, while I know that's true, but I would just always think of lunchtime as being. That's all. I'm Canadian, okay? My excuse. All right, boys, come on. Let's go get one before the period's over. Just over 8 minutes left in the second. I never said they gave up. They haven't given up. I think the Habs have 5 shots. It's 6 shots to 5. I thought it was 14-8 going into the period or 12-8. So if that's the case, it's actually 8 shots to 5 for them this period. Yeah, if I'm getting the flu, I'm just getting it. So I hope I don't get the sore throat and everything. But thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you're feeling better soon too. You're just getting over it, so I hope you get it all behind you soon. All right, face off. Evans and Pedersen to the right of Dobish. Won by Evans. And then what? Just fired. Oh, it's a power play. Didn't even notice that. Because why is there no icing on that? Yeah. What was the penalty? I didn't see it at all. Nice. Sent down all the way. Okay, what whistle interference? So we're going on the power play? Didn't hear anything. Ah, a pick, basically. Timely comment there, Robert, because then they get right after that they get a power play. No, what? Oh, because we were. That's right. No, that's right. 54 seconds of 4-on-4, and then we'll be on the power play. Is Ratty gonna like go for a 50-yard dash the way he's looks like it? Man, Habs had it pretty much that whole for however long that was on 404, 54 seconds, I think. It had been over 100 minutes since the Habs adversaries had committed an infraction during the play. Yes. Jackeye might be done in Montreal here soon. And where did you get that from? Curious. Because I read about this shit all like every day. Not heard that at all. Gotta say, I don't agree with that, by the way. I don't think Jackeye going anywhere at all. Hudson and Demidov, time on the power play. Yes, we get to see a little bit of only the second time Demidov on that first unit. It's almost like the league says, "No, we don't want to. We can't do that. We can't let Demidov on that unit." It's almost like that. We shall see. Stupid commercial. Hage is definitely looking like he could end up being that number 2 center that we're looking for if they don't, find some young player that they'll sign long term. Hage is looking like he could be that guy. And anyways, he's an NHLer and probably an NHL star. So they got a minute now of power play time coming up. Demidov is out there, but puck comes the other way. Come on, get it. There. Oh, come on. Get that puck. Caulfield with it. Over to Red. Over to Slav. Come on, boys. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Passing plays all over. Puck comes to Demidov. He finds Suzuki at the side of the net, and we are in the game. Just 2-1. Demidov has to stay on that power play unit. No goal if Demidov's not there. He saw, I think, I don't know, in my opinion, adding him there, he gets that extra little bit, and now they're having success. Obviously, just one power play goal. But it's like they could be like, okay, puck getting shot, and then a lot of times, then the puck gets sent down and it's not completed. With Demidov right there, that play was not done. .420 left in the second. Yeah, it's only the second. What do you mean they're young? I could still do that today, Bill. No, that was a really good pass. That's one thing Demidov can do, man. He's got such patience with the puck, vision, and passing skill. And high hockey IQ. Oh, nice move by Matheson there. Can that lead to something? Still was a nice move by Matheson. Demidov and Slav with his first assist for the assists. Oh, ran out of room there. Matheson. Well, why the whistle? Oh, net came off the mooring. Yeah, that was nice. So it's 2-1. Shots are 21-16. So we're still at 5 or 6 shots behind them, like we've been all game. But and there's 3 minutes left. But now we got a goal. Demidov's better than Michkov. I've been saying this for a while. So, yeah, I believe so. Michkov is struggling. Now it could just be a sophomore jinx for him, but he's struggling to start the season over there, Michkov. Whereas I think Demidov is not struggling exactly, but, they're easing him in a little more, which is, like I guess they did that with Michkov last year. But I think Demidov is better. I like his game better. Let's put it that way. I like that overall game. He's got a bit of a two-way game. He's not just kind of a one-trick pony. And Michkov, sorry, is pretty much that. Guy took Hudson down pretty heavy, but Hudson's okay. Yeah, the goal woke them up a bit, Guru. I agree. Minute 34 left. Excuse me. I'd like to see him get a tying goal before the period ends. That would be awesome. But also better to go into the third only down by one than down by two. Last minute of play in the second. Ah. Only Cole would have gotten away there. He almost got the puck and got away. $22 seconds left. Whistle at 15 seconds. I don't know why. Maybe an offside. Yeah, offside at the Canucks blue line. That's a good one with Gretzky and Larac. I'll put it up there. Oh, I forgot to put that. I keep forgetting to put this thing here. I don't know why. I saw something where I think Gretzky had 824 multiple point games. Oh, it is over now. So it's 2-1 after two. 2-1 Vancouver after two periods of play. Setting up a very interesting third, I would imagine. And we have a power play to start the third. Is that how come I didn't notice that? Even better. I'll take that. You say he scored his hat trick. I'm imagining Larac could only have had one. All right, so we have an intermission. The floor is yours. Don't forget Tuesday late start. Don't forget 10:30 start. I am working on podcasts that I'm having trouble completing, and if I'm sick and I stay home tomorrow, I will get at least one of the two done. So that's what's coming out soon. I know in the Hab Normals, I'm going to talk about Liney's injury. What else? I'm going to do usual 3 stars of the week and review last week's games and predict next week's. That's normal. But all I have for topic other than that is Liney's injury right now. And we'll see from there. Maybe might talk about refs. I just might. I don't know. We'll see. If I can think of a good rant. It's about time that these borderline contacts were called against the Canucks. They've been playing on the limit for a while. It seemed like it's been a while since the Habs had a power play. I know it was only the last game and we only got the one, but it just feels like it's like, fuck, do we get power plays anymore? Why would you feel bad as you got older? You're allowed to boo Gretzky. I boo him now. Hitting Hudson in particular, high, late, or both. I thought kind of that might have been a penalty, but kind of borderline, hard to tell. I would have liked to see that have been a penalty, but probably really wasn't. It was early in the game. That high hit on Carrier wasn't called. That should have been called. The hit on Hudson wasn't that bad, and he didn't get hurt. And then I don't know who came in next shift for Sherwood. He got talked to by someone. I didn't see who it was, if it was Jack-Eye or someone else. But you can see he was chirping with somebody. I'm sure it was about the hit on Hudson. How did they let Stolars take a shot without a helmet on? Are they crazy? Oh, he'll look like he dropped his helmet on purpose, but the strap must have come off. Yep. So what happens in the third? Montreal tied up. Canucks maybe go ahead with get an insurance goal. What say you guys tonight? What do you think is going to happen there? I am getting a bit of an appetite back. I hope that's good, but I still feel weird, so I don't know. I'm going to eat one of these muffins. See how that goes. Nobody have any idea any opinion on what's going to happen in the third? Shorty says Montreal tied up on the power play. With the name Shorty, you'd think it would be like a shorthanded goal. Power play goal and tied up, says Shorty. It's 2-1. I got the Pedersen goal, so I got the first goal scorer. My score was 4-2. Canucks already have their 2. Montreal gets 3 goals in the third. Only problem with that is they're not really playing like they could do that right now. Tonight. But that's going to be my guess. Montreal scores 3, make it 4-2. That's how it's going to end. Robert says power play goal and then late goal to win it 3-2. But believe me, Robert, I take that. I don't care if I get the score right or not. I mean, I sort of do. It's fun for the ego, but a lot of that is luck. So I'll take a 3-2 win here. I don't care how they win. I don't care. As long as it's not like, like penalties and doing shit like that. But I don't care how they win. If it's ugly, just win. I like to see them at the top of the division. My prediction for the final standings was Montreal wins the division. So I like this. They need to keep winning. So, yeah. I don't care how they win. Just win often. And also, a lot of teams that, are the most successful teams in a season, they don't go through losing streaks. And by that, I mean, even you don't see them lose a lot, like 2 games in a row. You get a loss here, a loss there. And as long as you can keep the losses from piling up in a row, and you're not losing every second game, that's the sign of a team that can hold the division like that. There's a ton of fans here, Habs fans here. I would almost say 50-50. Always a lot in Vancouver, by the way. 50-50 or close to it. Go Habs. Go Chance took over the Canucks chat. Really? How are your seats? You got good seats? Oh, you sent me an image. I'll show it to everybody. I asked how his seats are, and I didn't know he had sent. Oh, I got to be on camera for that. Stupid Rick. Hang on, I'll go full screen. So this is it'll come on, clear up. Is that clear? How come it's not clearer than that? Anyways, that's Guru's view right now. So there you go. That's where he's sitting. Awesome, Guru. Hope you're at least. Well, I mean, it's not like it's a totally bad game, and we're not out of it. So at least not a blowout. Worst thing is you go there and the Habs get blown out. But they usually do pretty good against the Canucks. So, I have high hopes here. Rain expected to end soon, it says. That was at 9 p.m. I didn't even know it was raining out. I don't think it is, but my window's only open a little bit, so I hate that winter. Can't have windows open. All right. All righty. What say you guys? Come on. Don't leave me hanging. You close yours because it's raining? Really? Does it rain that bad? Or I mean, I don't unless the wind is strong, like blowing into the house, then I wouldn't close mine because of rain, unless it's winter, of course, but not in the summer. Oh boy, when I get up to walk again from after this game is over, I'm gonna hurt. I've been sitting here for a while without getting up. After the Suzuki, was it? Wait, who scored? Was it Suzuki that scored? I didn't even know. Oh yeah, yeah, Devin up to Suzuki. I kind of got both first goals. I had picked Suzuki and Pedersen. Pedersen got the first goal of the game, and Suzuki got the Habs' first goal. It's going to end up 4-2. It's my night. This is my night. I win. I get it right, both the score and the player once a season, usually something like that. So maybe this is my time this year to get it right. Blue Jays just scored. Woo! I mean, I don't follow baseball, so it's tied at 1. And by the way, hey Devin, good to see you out there, man. There's a huge Habs fan base on the West Coast. Oh, I know. And when they go to Vancouver, they get a lot of Habs fans there. In BC, you've had high winds and rain for last week. Really? Ah, we had rain yesterday. We had early morning. My sister told me because she was up early at the rehab place that she noticed there was very light snow out of her window. So we've sort of had snow. And I had read we're going to get some amount of snow from like almost nothing to more than that before the 27th. And they were right. 2 days before, we got a little bit of snow. Not that I don't want any snow, but we have to have some. But it wouldn't bother me if we had like, it didn't get worse than minus 20 and there was very little snow. Now that's a good winter right now for me. So we'll see. I had originally heard that it was going to be for Quebec was going to be very cold winter, below normal. But the forecast has changed a little bit. So Montreal's kind of there's a line there where north of us is going to be probably below seasonal weather, and south of us a little south of us above seasonal a little bit. Where Montreal is basically seasonal. So to me that says, because lately seasonal means it's not a harsh winter as far as temperature anymore, for the last few years anyway. So that's what I'm hoping for. We just get a winter that's not a killer. I just don't want to. I can't take the cold like I used to. At some point, once I hit 60, after that it gets worse every year with the cold. So, if there's another way to not get to 60 without actually having to die to do that, I suggest doing that. Oh, Joe, this is very true. Australians love to go to BC to ski. There's some really great hills or mountain, whatever, in BC. I know that's true. I'm the only. I've known 2 Australian people. I think just 2. One was a guy that I worked with. One was a girl who worked at a hydroponic store that I used to go to back in the day when I was doing that. And she said that's how she came to Canada first. They went skiing there and just fell in love with Canada and ended up, I guess, emigrating here. I haven't seen her in like a long time. Extremely nice person though. both Australians that I've known have been like really nice, friendly, happy in general, just really nice people. Now, I don't know. I don't think every Australian's nice like that, but yeah, I think Australians in general are very nice. And I've always wanted to go to Australia. And I don't like traveling, but I've always wanted to go to Australia. Kadri, I don't think possibly on the block. I think he's been on the block all off season, from what I can tell. And the reason I kind of know that is I was going to include Kadri. No, I did include Kadri in my the second line center targets video I did. I think right after our season ended, and I had Kadri in there, but I had already heard that he could be on the block. So they were thinking of it, or they put him on the block. Nobody was interested with his contract. I think it was 4 years at $7 million average. That's why a lot of Australians who follow the NHL go for the Canucks. Absolutely, makes sense. If you're a skier and you go there all the time, you'd follow the Canucks. Makes a lot of sense. Canucks, Oilers, Ducks, and Kings are most popular in Australia. I mean, Oilers, I get it. I mean, Gretzky would make, people have been following probably the Oilers for a long time. So, yeah. The Ducks, because it's Disney, and they had Paul Kariya. I mean, I don't know. And the Kings, again, Gretzky. Is Pete the Fist Australian? No, he's not Australian. He's a big Canucks fan. Yeah. I gotta watch what you say all the time, Biel. He will fight you to the death to prove that he's not, though. They're coming back soon. Refs are out on the ice already. Oh yeah, okay. They're not. Yeah, they're all out on the ice. So I see that the trip, or whatever they call that on Galley. I didn't see that before. All right. We have if they put this for the first power play goal. We're going to see Demidov again on that first unit. Let's see what they can produce. Yes, sir. There he is. Just putting Demidov on that first unit. I mean, that made that a much better unit, in my opinion. So, and it's about time they did that. It's overdue. And especially with Line A going to be gone for a while, that second unit, you put whoever you can on there, and that's it. It's the first unit that's going to get you most of the power play points now. Come on, boys. Prove me right. Come on. Oh, given away. Not good. Caulfield gave that away. Great opportunity. Oh, boy. That drop pass was given away. If there's a goal, there's not. But, oh, man, they're having trouble here. They are the Keystone Cops right now on this power play. All right, behind the net. Suzuki, I think? Or that's Hudson. Hudson up to the side. I don't know who that's to. Here's Suzuki. That drop pass sort of worked. Slaff. Back to Suzuki. Didn't get that. Dobson back up to Caulfield. I don't know if that's Dobson. Who is that? Oh, it was Demidov. What am I thinking? I've got something in the way. That's why. On my TV. WD-40. Demidov to Suzuki. Nothing there for him. Caulfield. Up to the point to Hudson. Over to Demidov. He skates around to the other side. Finds Suzuki. Back up to Hudson. That was like a really. I don't know what he was doing there, Hudson. All right, didn't get to the net. Hudson shot. Oh yes! Hudson shot. Rebound comes to Slav at the side of the net, and it is open wide. And we got a 2-2 game. That power play is looking good now. That power play is looking good now. Oh yeah, Joe, I didn't put that together with the Ducks. The Mighty Ducks, of course. Of course. Stupid me. It's beautiful. So that is Slav's fourth of the season. He made no mistake there. So 2 minutes in now, just about. And it's a 2-2 tie. Shots are 21-19. So Montreal catching up. Get some momentum from that, boys. Comeback victory is within reach. We need them to play like they were against Edmonton when they went from 3-3 to 5-3. We need a little bit of that. That'd be awesome right now. Pick up your game at the right time. Let's go. Carrier. He's over the line. Fires a shot. Probably shouldn't have shot. Oh, DeBrusque with a shot. Saved Dobish. Big rebound over to the side. Matheson with it. Sends it up to Galley. Galley couldn't do anything with it, but Habs still have possession. They did. Demidov and Hudson, the assists on that goal. That's a hell of a combination. You're going to see that a lot, I think, over the next number of years. All right, Dobish sort of sits down on a puck. Almost 4 minutes into the third, and it is tied up at 2. If they could find that game where they were dominating the Oilers there before the refs got in the way, that would work beautifully here. Yeah, Chicago Joe, you're absolutely right, and you can see the confidence is building in Slav. It does every year, and he's even more confident this year. I think he'll break that 60-point plateau this year and go from there. You know, he's rounding out into that power forward that they saw him as when they drafted him. He's getting there. They figured it would be 24, 25 when he gets there. He's what, 23 now? Or 22? He's getting there. In the corner, behind the net. Who's got it? Who's coming up with it? Vancouver does. Still not cleanly yet. Now they do. Come on, boys. Let's get it up there. Wow, what a giveaway there. Sherwood to Slav would have been so great if he would have gotten a goal right away. Because Sherwood, that's the guy that threw Hudson to the ground or to the ice. Come on, boys, get it out of your zone. Oh, Caulfield's hurt. Got slammed into the boards, chin first. Guess who did it? Evander Kane, the piece of shit. He's okay. He got up saying, fuck. Kane's going like he's getting a penalty. For what? He says, well, you don't know what you did? I hate that guy. Look at that. When you get out of the box, I hope Jack Guy's waiting for you. Good on Valeno for taking him on. Caulfield's okay. Kane's going like you don't know what you did. How ignorant do you have to be? Well, let's get that third goal here on the power play. Show team's going to make them pay if you're going to take penalties. Demidov, so close there. Come on. Minute 32 left in it. Oh, it's Lankinen. I thought it was Demko all night. How do you like that? It was supposed to be Demko. Oh, good keep there by Hudson. No, I couldn't this time. But they still have possession. Demidov rips it in along around the boards. Caulfield behind the net. Up to Demidov. Demidov back to the point. Over to the other side. I don't know who that is. Suzuki and Caulfield. Slav. Back to Demidov down at the side of the net. Oh, he almost hit Caulfield with a beautiful pass. Right in the crease. Almost. Oh, my God. He's such a good passer. Caulfield tried to hit that little corner hole. He tried to hit. Caulfield just missed that little hole in the top corner over the shoulder. 31 seconds left in the power play. Second unit is out there. So let's see. Maybe they'll get one. You never know. Well, we'll look. Wow, a little bouncy puck there. Come on. Damn it. Puck is cleared as the penalty expires. $12 left in this period. A lot of time here. I mean, it might not be next goal wins, but kind of looking like next goal wins this game. And we just got it. Matheson from the point or from the blue line. It's inside. 3-2. 11:41 left. There's 2 of the 3 I said they're going to get. You cannot count this team out, even though there wasn't their best game most of it, and they whatever. Third period came around and they put the Jets on. They found their legs, they found their game, and yeah, fun to watch, I'll tell you. Now let's see if the refs get in the way. Matheson from Carrier and Bolduc. A little pressure here by Vancouver. Puck taken away by Valeno. And now they're going to get it out. Icing call here against Montreal. Who's Eminem? I'm missing Eminem. Should you expect the youngest team in the league to get more tired on road than an older team? No, I would expect them to have more in the tank. It looked like that, right? This game to start off like I agree with that, but they've woken up here in the third. That was close. Got to keep Vancouver off the board now the rest of the way and pick up an insurance marker would be awesome. Are they all streaming Go Habs Go? Oh, Matheson MM. I got it now. I got it. Another icing call? I guess. Shots, I think, are tied now at 23. Huzu, that's a good point. But then you can say coaching could come in here where they teach them, to manage their energy and all that. But you're right. I mean, we probably, the youngest team, maybe they do get tired earlier. I don't know. Doesn't seem like a team that the young guys are skating all hilly-nilly everywhere. So it seems like a very disciplined team that way. They're working in their system. So Nice stick there by Cap. Come on, keeps Demidov. He's keeping still has the puck. Sets it up to Carrier. Over to Jacka. Is that Jacka? Or Jacka is that's Matheson. So Jackie's sitting on the bench right now. And they score and make it 4-2. Carrier or Demidov? I'm not sure who. Demidov with his second of the season. And we got a 4-2 lead, and that's it. No more scoring, boys. Rick wants to have everything. The goal scorer and the score. Nice one-timer by Demidov from a feed by Carrier. Oh, and you know what? Got lucky there. Went off the ankle of the defender. Changed direction. Yeah, David, that if you're saying give up, I don't think these young Habs give up. So if that's what it is, no, they're not giving up first. I was about to say that, Joe, and I think he's going to get signed for 4 more, maybe 5 more years, and rightfully so, because with Dobson, great pairing with Dobson. Another thing I got right, and I don't really want to pat myself on the back, but I was one of the only ones who liked me putting Dobson and Matheson together, and it works. There's no doubt it works. And they're still working for another goal. Which they should. They should never sit on a lead. So Guru, of course they are, right? It must be awesome to see that live like that, to see your team come back that way. Must be awesome. It's 4-2, David. 4-2. They said, hey, Rick, we're going to give you your score. One time this year. Score and the play. Since you got the player, we'll give you the score. Oh, good. That was dangerous. So it was Demidov from Carrier and Kapanen. Kapanen's got like 7 points now. Anybody thinking Kapanen wasn't ready? I mean, that's right there. 7 points in 10 games. That sounds like a guy who's ready. Dangerous, boys. Get it out of there. Get possession. Bring it around and out. But we'll get it. Oh, no icing even. Nice. 6:47 left in the third in regulation. Habs up 4-2. Shots are 24-23. Habs leading that now. Hey, Matt. I mean, Demi can shoot the puck, man. The fist is pulling his hair out. I didn't go to that game. I should have gone. Oh, Struble and Sherwood. Come on, get him. Since they're keeping Jack Eye on the bench, obviously. Shorten the bench a little bit here. I don't really blame them. Guru says he was yelling so loud the guy in front of him turned to give him shit. And he told him to shut up. All right, listen, you know what? If your team's losing, they're losing. You know, there's other people that like the opponent. You know, I don't like seeing that. Like when I go to games, but you know, you can't. What can you do? You know. Zurofsky looks like a world beater in the KHL. Yes, he does. He's on pace to tie or break Demidov's point record. Right now, he's tied with Demidov. Very similar numbers all around. Ice time and all that. Very similar. And but they're tied in points going into whatever play today with 8. Demidov now has 2. So um, Demidov's gonna. No, I'm sorry. I'm saying from here. At the same time, same number of games. Demidov had 8, and Zurofsky had 8 going into tonight or today's games. That's what I'm trying to say. I got confused there for a sec. You got gooned. Did you say gooned up in Edmonton one time? Never fought though. Who are you talking about? Yeah, Demidov is not a one-trick pony. No, he's got a two-way game. He's an incredible playmaker. He's got the vision. He's got all those tools. Whereas for me, Michkov is kind of a one-trick pony. From the blue line in, on the power play, and he's got a little work to do on the rest of his game. Dangerous. Canucks pushing. Where's that puck? That's clear. 5.5 to go. Hey, dumbass. I mean, we need it. We need every win we can get. Every point. I want them to win the division. I mean, because I predicted it, so I want it to happen. If they do win this game, depending on what other teams have done, they could be tied for the lead in the league again. Yeah, that's how I see it, Mr. Expo's Chicago Joe. I want them to win. I want this win. They want this win. Matt, he's got a good two-way game. It's a decent two-way game, and he's only going to get better with the amount of work he does and all that on his game. He's going to get better. Keep the puck up in that zone if you can, boys. They didn't listen to me. Icing against Montreal. Yeah, listen, this team's going to be. I mean, if you're still skeptical about how good this team is going to be, I mean, look at that, right? They're already playing well. You know, this team without adding anything is going to get better. And then you got Fowler, Hage, and this kid Zarofsky in the system, and other guys. We're good for a while here. Good team that's going to be resupplied when needed with good talent. And all of them learning once they get into the system, especially down in Laval, learning to play the same system. So when they come up here, they're ready to go with what's going on here. And they are by like a year younger than the next one, aren't they, Huzu? Once Savard, Armia, and whoever left, I can't. Devo left. I took some of the age out. Okay, I don't get my score. It's 4-3. They had an empty net, so there is, with 3:47 left, now it gets dangerous. They got to be careful here. Definitely got to be careful. Let's not go to overtime. Oh yeah, okay. Who was number 8? That's a really good redirect by number 8. Garland, isn't that Garland? I'm only saying by the size. He looked really short. That's Connor Garland, I think. Yeah, a really good redirect by Garland there. All right, 3 minutes and a half, 3.5 left. Nail biting time. That's it. Give it your all. Do your best. And this is the time what we want to see what Dobish is made of as well. But I mean, listen, for everybody that was on Montembeau, I mean, Dobish gave up 3 goals. They've almost come back. Who's who? It's not as ballsy as it used to be, though, in the NHL to pull the goalie with 4 or 5 minutes left. It's not as ballsy as it used to be. Connor Garland's a good hockey player. He's just so small. I mean, he's small like a Caulfield, but he's super talented. David, I kind of agree, but I've seen it work though a few times, pulling the goalie early like that. They're not afraid to do that. No, obviously not in playoffs, but in the regular season, they're not afraid to pull the goalie that early. I mean, when you're down by 2-3, you're getting down to 4 or 5 minutes. It's unlikely you're going to score 2 goals unless you do get the man advantage. So I get the strategy, especially if you've got a good power play type team. I don't want this. I don't want this to go to overtime, so hopefully it won't. That was just a really good tip by our redirect by Garland. Like that was really good. It had eyes and found its way. I remember, I think when Raw did that, but yeah, I mean it's a thing now. Not in the second period, but come on, guys. Oh, there. That's weird. Hey, wait, how many guys are on the ice now? 2. They didn't pull the goalies back in. Oh, that's odd. Don't you find that odd that they put the goalie back in? Oh, David, a 4-4 tie. That's risky. Yeah, Garland, I'm telling you, Garland is a talented kid. Yeah, I agree with you there, Joe. All right, 2:36 left now in the third. Net's not empty, so I just find that. Oh, now it is okay. I guess they were waiting for good possession in the offensive zone. Oh, they tried it again, and this time Dobish made a save. Clear it. Empty net. Empty net. No, he almost got it. Slav almost hit the empty net. Shit. $140 to go in reg. Good save, Dobish. Another one. Dobish has kept the puck out. $117 left. Boy, nail biter is not the right word. It's worse than that. You don't mind pulling goalies on a power play? I don't know. I would. You mean like not at the end of the game? I don't know. I don't know if I would do that. Timeout, Vancouver. Because of course, why not? That's not a bad strategy either, Huzu. All right, we're back. Timeout is over. Minute 17. No, we're going to tossing Evans. Suzuki coming to take the draw. Not the worst guy to come in to replace, that's for sure. So Pedersen and Suzuki at the dot. Suzuki wins it. Hudson gets it out anyway. Carrier's got it now in his zone, up. Last minute of play. Habs cleared out. Oh my God, that was. Oh no, okay. I have a speck on my screen. I thought that puck almost went in. So I think what 16 seconds. So it was icing. So comes back to Montreal zone. 17.3 seconds. They get the puck down. We're going to get another icing. Yeah. Icing call, 9.4 seconds. Comes back. That's crazy. 90-0. Come on. Keep it out. Just keep it out of there. Flipped out. And game over. Yeah, Montreal wins 4-3. Nice game. Love the comeback, the way they came back. Yeah, good to see, especially after they lost that to the refs last time. Hey, Slinksy. Who do you think the 3 stars are? Demidov, 3 points, eh? He gets a star. Probably Hudson, too. Let's see when they show it. Good game by Demidov. So he, let's see, I think he had 5 or 6 points. So he's up to 9 points now. So that's pretty cool. Okay, they didn't show the. And that's crazy, Huzu. I mean, that's why you can't, when teams like that get into a tournament, it's ridiculous. All right, listen. It's Saturday night. Still pretty early. I'm glad this game didn't take forever. Demidov is first star. Yeah, not a surprise. Who are the other 2? Or you're just saying he's gonna be? Anybody know who the stars are? I mean, I'll find out over here, I'm sure. But I do have to do. I've got the review. So members, I'm doing a review today because it's early, and so there'll be a game review. And yeah, what else? And then I'm back on Tuesday for the late game. So not my favorite, but awesome. I mean, it was a great game. I hope you all liked it. Give a thumbs up on your way out if you haven't already. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And for members, don't forget to check out the members only review. And if you want to become a member, hit that join button down there and follow along. It's just $1.99 a month, and you can cancel at any time. And you get those game reviews. So there you go. Dobish was good tonight. Yeah, Dobish was good. There's no doubt. Best rookie at 7 points. Yeah, Demidov is definitely up there with Schneider. Schneider? Is it Schneider? Matthew Schneider. And Demidov looks like it's going to be, I'm hoping anyways, that it's going to be Demidov and Schneider probably as the 2 guys that are going to lead the Calder race. Yeah, Joe, I don't know why it was a 4 p.m. start, but I guess just it was the afternoon game. In that part, in the West Coast, it was the afternoon game on a Saturday, and that means we get it at 7. The next game is the Kraken. It's a 10:30 start, so don't forget, very late game. All right, that's it. I'm going to take off. I'm feeling a little bit better. I still can't tell 100%, but I think I'm feeling a little better. So hopefully I don't get too sick. And on that note, that's it. Like I said, give a thumbs up. You had a good time. Go Habs, go. Till next time, stay safe out there. Peace out, guys, and enjoy the rest of Saturday night. And have fun. And that's it. I'm taking off, and I'm going to stop talking. So, ciao, everybody.